everybody, welcome back to my channel. It is so bright and springy in here. Spring is in full swing. If you hear sounds of nature, I have my windows open, the sun is shining. It is one of the most glorious, it is the most glorious day outside. I took Walter out for a few minutes and I just could not believe how nice it is. I'm so excited for summer. I just love this weather. The sunshine, the vitamin D is everything that I need. Getting into this video, I actually planned this video over a month ago. It was inspired by my friend, my YouTube friend Taylor Elizabeth, her drugstore new makeup tutorial video, and I loved that and I thought, oh, that would be awesome to film. So I went and I picked up all the new at the time makeup, and I tried filming this twice, but my skin had been so bad that there was just like no way I could do it. So it's been sitting in my cabinet here, all of it in this little bag. I've been waiting and today is finally the day. Some of it, I will say, is not brand new. A few products are just new to me. I hope you don't mind. And then one thing that I am missing is eyeliner. Back when I bought this, there would have been no way that I could have worn eyeliner, and then going through the bag today I realized that that was missing, so we'll get there when we get there. Let's just jump right into it. Starting with primer, I have this new Covergirl Trublend Base Business Skin Primer in Illuminating. So ever since I had pityriasis, my skin has been ultra dry, so it's already moisturized. But any primer, any product needs to be very hydrating. This feels very nice. It has a nice scent, a little bit like sunscreen. I know a lot of people don't like the smell of sunscreen, but I actually do. It feels kind of gel-like, actually. I'll show you. It has kind of a bit of sparkle in it, which I don't mind. I like anything that's going to be illuminating. For foundation, everybody has been raving about this. This is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour fresh wear, and it's supposed to be it says breathable. It's supposed to feel very good on the skin, not cakey, but pretty much full coverage. This is in the shade 415 Rose Ivory. I already know this is not a great match for me. My local drugstore had barely any, and I kind of had to go with what I could. I'm going to be using my Morphe M439 because this is what I always use for foundation, so I want to give it a fair shot. It feels it seems very liquidy. Yeah. Okay, let's just take this all over. Ooh, I have the primer in my hair. So I don't like it with this brush. It seems to be pulling the brush strokes through. I'm gonna go in the other side with my beauty blender. I'm just gonna pat this out. I do not like this foundation. I've not had issues with my dry skin, and I've even worn other foundation, and this just seems to really grab onto those dry patches, and so many people have been raving about this. This is like the best drugstore foundation. I am just shocked with how dry on my eyes that this looks. I'm going to use some, this is the Wet n Wild Coconut Photo Focus Coconut 3-in-1 Primer. I'm going to use this because I feel like I need some more hydration. I will say, this smells really nice. So I'm actually going to do a wear test. Currently, it's 11:19 when I'm starting to put this on. I'm going to see how long today I can go with it. Walter had a bit of an accident, so he's fine, he's at home, but we have a follow-up vet appointment today. around 6 p.m. So I know I'll be wearing this at least until then. For concealer, I have the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. This is extremely, extremely thick. I have actually not even really been wearing concealer. I really have been challenging myself to not wear as much makeup because I feel like I use it as a, I don't know, like a mask or whatever. Like I want to be okay with not wearing anything and being happy with my skin and the way that my face looks, just very minimal. And I will say I started getting used to it and I don't ever wear concealer anymore. I had this little baby beauty blender. This concealer is supposed to be like Tarte Shape Tape. I find it also very drying. I'm gonna spray this, some more moisture in there. I'm not a big fan. I understand, I think it dries really, really quickly. Too quickly for me. I like a little bit more of a liquid. I don't like the drying thing. I've noticed that this settles in my lines, and I think with a concealer I want something that doesn't make me look old under my eyes, and I really feel like this makes me look old. Oh, and this is the shade Fair Warm. I feel bad that this video has already seemed so negative. So let's go in and warm up the skin. I have this new Maybelline City Bronzer. This is in the shade 200. It is supposed to be a bronzer and contour powder. It is very powdery. I will say I like the color. It's just a little, there's a lot of fallout. I'm going in with this dual fiber MAC 187 SE, and I'm just gonna take, like, look at all that fallout just from sweeping it. Tap, 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 and start on my forehead. Some people might notice I don't use concealer as spot treatment on my zits. I have a few. For me, it really aggravates them, and I try to get rid of them as fast as I can, and so I do not put concealer on it. It just clogs it up, and I feel like it hinders the healing process. I'm going to be taking my NARS Ibuki brush, and I'm going to be using this for contour like I would usually do, and I always use this brush. I'm going to be going in with, this is the new Rimmel Maxi Blush, and this color, I was drawn to this because I don't have anything like this. This is in 003 Wildcard, and I'm taking a Morphe Y9. This is very pigmented. Take it in all the areas that I would get sun. I'm gonna go ahead and spray this to refresh it because I just feel, again, like it's looking a little bit dry. While that kind of sets, I'm gonna go in for my eyebrows. This is a new, this is the Maybelline Tattoo Studio in like a gel pomade. This reminds me of the Benefit Cabral, and I actually have been loving this since I tried it like over a month ago. I've actually continued to use it. I think the color is really nice. It stays. I think it works really well. This isn't really new. I like to go in at the front with this Catrice Slim-Matic Ultra Precise Brow Pencil. That's kind of what I do. I'll speed up this part as usual because it takes me a long time and it's pretty boring. And the last thing that I do, because it looks a little bit not real, I like to brush them up. Now, my eyebrows naturally grow up. It was always a pain as a kid. People would make fun of my eyebrows, and now I feel so lucky. So I start to brush them up, and then what I do is I take the little spoolie and I spray it with hairspray. And then I brush them up. Okay, now that our eyebrows are done and my face is kind of set from the setting spray, I am going in with this Wet n Wild little palette. This is this color Eyecon Stop Playing Safe. This had a new sticker on it, but I do know that it is not new. Now, on my quest of wearing less makeup, I actually have stopped really wearing eyeshadow. I am enjoying just being more looking like me and less makeup-y, and if I do, I go for something more natural. What I've actually been using a lot is this Physicians Formula Butter Highlighter. It smells amazing. It is so beautiful, and I will just like put this a little bit on the lid in the inner corner and call it a day. I will be using some of this, but what drew me to this palette was this kind of row of these peachy kind of colors. I think that this is a great palette that seems to have really good reviews, and if you are into more of a creative and more of an advanced eye look, I would say this is a great drugstore palette. But for me, for something simple, I am just going to show you what I would do. I have this Morphe M441 brush, and I'm actually just going to take this very like light shade, and I'm just going to bring that in my crease, and maybe I'll move a little bit so you can see. Next, I'm gonna go in with the little bit of a deeper shade. Get in there. I'm just going to deepen it ever so slightly. For the lid, I'm actually gonna take this Physicians Formula Butter Highlighter. Now, this swatch is amazing. You really, like, this is unbelievable. I mean, look at that. You see that? That's beautiful. I don't like it that pigmented, but I just like taking some on my ring finger and just like lightly patting it. For highlighter, I had originally chosen this new Almay, what is this? Make Them Jelly Highlight in Unicorn Light. I was very excited about this. This is a jelly, but I hate this. I'm not even going to put this on. It's literally like a slime that you would get from like, oops, the dollar store, I feel like a craft slime. And all it is sparkles. I'm gonna try and show you. And when I swatch it, I could use this for a party, for specific events, but not for every day. No way. I'm gonna go back in with this, with my middle finger, and just like lightly tap. I really love it. There are other colors, but I didn't have any. I feel like this is a little bit too dark for my skin, but I would love to try some other ones. Mascara. I have the Maybelline Snapscara. Mixed feelings about this one. It does a good job, but it's good. It's not great, it's not bad, it's good. So that is one coat. That does look nice. I haven't used it in like a few weeks, so maybe I do like this more than I thought. Okay, and there is the look with mascara. I will say the one thing that I do enjoy is the point at the on the wand. You're able to really get into your inner corners, which I do have a difficulty with. Let's spray. I really like this Wet n Wild spray. This is the Liquid Catsuit by Wet n Wild, and this is in the shade Send Nudes. Really like this color. It's just a really nice nude. Oops. But my favorite way to use this is actually on top of other lipsticks to like mute it down. So this is fine as like an everyday, like go to the office maybe and just like you want to be a little more understated. I really like it for that. I also like wearing it under a shade like this. This is Bite Beauty. I think it goes really well together. And this was like, I think $4 or $5. All together, really quickly, let's just do a run through. I don't think I like this. We will see at the end of the day how long it lasts. This is okay. I don't think I would reach for it. I don't think I would ever buy it again. The e.l.f. Camo Concealer, I feel bad because I know so many people love it, and for people that are really die-hard thick concealer, high discoloration, and things like that, I think will love it, but it is not for me. The City Bronzer is okay. It's not bad. It's not great. It doesn't stand out as like a top bronzer. Physicians Formula Highlighter, I think this is a must. I think this Wet n Wild palette is great. This is a hard pass for me. I think this is fun, but for everyday use, definitely not. Snapscara, not bad, not good. It's not as good, I feel like, as my L'Oreal Telescopic, but it's not a bad mascara. So if you pick this up, I don't think you'll be disappointed. Tattoo Studio, amazing, really, really good. I'm a fan, I've always been a fan. The Liquid Catsuit, I love. They have many colors. It is really nice, very hydrating, feels good. I think it's pretty, it's not gonna be long wearing all day, but I think you're gonna get a good amount of wear. This Rimmel blush is nice. We'll see. I think it's really a really cute color and nice for summer. And the Coconut Priming Spray, I love this. I don't know if it does anything, but I just really like how it smells and how it feels. So that is it for this part of the video. I will check in with you at the end of the day to see how this has worn. It is 11:52 in the afternoon, or morning-ish, almost noon. I will see you then for my final thoughts.
One eternity later.
Hey guys, so it's 8 o'clock and this is my final makeup check-in. This is what it looks like. Not bad. I still look like I'm wearing makeup. I think that my eyeshadow still looks very nice. My eyebrows are still there. My lip gloss, it's long gone, but I didn't have high expectations for that. As for like the bronzer and the blush have kind of just like melded together. You still see them. There's not a lot of definition. I don't see much of the highlight left, but I'm gonna come in real close to show you the foundation and some of the other things that I see. So as for the concealer, it didn't do a bad job. It just definitely like sat in the crease. Again, I think it's just too drying for my eyes. I have these two really defined lines. The mascara definitely flaked under my eyes. I tend to not wear lower lash mascara because I have that problem, but this really seemed to cause darkness. But the foundation, let's take a look. It has really broken apart around my mouth and around my cheeks and down here. It just looks dry. It's still there, but for a foundation that claims to be full coverage and 24 hours and I'm only 8 hours in, it didn't do too much for me. Now I know that this is a beloved drugstore foundation for many people. It just didn't work for me. And again, I'm slightly unsure whether it's because of the pityriasis. My skin has been very dry since having it, so if I didn't have that, maybe my skin would actually take to this a bit more. The primer I don't think did anything. If anything, it might have made the foundation worse. I would be interested in trying the foundation without that primer and seeing how you know, it performed. The primer is a pass for me. The e.l.f. Camo Concealer is a pass for me. Right now, the L'Oreal Infallible Foundation is a pass. I will revisit it. The eyeshadow worked out great. The mascara is a pass for me. I know I talked about I like it, but I forgot how much it flaked. So that's a pass for me. The Tattoo Studio I love. The Physicians Formula Highlighter I really like. And what else? And the blush I think I really like too. Liquid Catsuit I like. But the rest is a pass. So it's still light out. If I didn't do this check-in now, I would lose all of my light, and I'm not gonna drag out my other lights. I'm just going to wash my face, watch my shows, and go to bed because tomorrow is the start of a long work week. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will see you again for another video. Bye!